In the meantime, Hwasin is trying to inch forward. I think he needs to be a little bit careful here because Mind is already sieged up. Okay, it looks like Hwasin is trying to find a good spot here. Neither is really in siege range now, and neither is willing to commit to taking out the tanks yet. Looks like Mind was going to try to repair the barracks there, but didn't work that time. Okay, here comes Wasson. Wasson is repairing a tank here, always important. And he's bringing in a ton of tanks, so it looks like we're going to see a big siege war in the middle, which usually happens in TVT. Players just try to catch the other off guard with their siege. I'm wondering what else Hwason's going to use that starport for, if he's going to try to go for dropship soon. Usually do see a lot of dropship play. And both guys are going for their third expansions now. So we're looking at a very long, heavy macro game, I think, from both players now, unless one of them really screws things up here, which Mind might be kind of doing here. He's being shelled right now. He's bringing in Goliaths to try to take on these tanks, and he's bringing in his SCVs to try to whittle them down as well. But wow, it looks like he actually did put a substantial dent in Hwason's army here. Nice unit composition there from Mind. He threw in his SCVs. SCVs, very underrated in TVTs. SCVs can do a lot of damage to a tank because siege tanks can't attack right next to them. And Hwasin finally got his control tower up, but I don't see that starport pumping at all. So maybe it's just he's getting ready for dropships at this point. They're both going to go for dropships eventually, is my guess, because that's pretty much the best way to take out siege tanks, is to drop right on top of them where they can't attack you. Just drop Goliaths and tanks right on top of this other guy's siege tanks. Well, that starport is finally pumping. And I'm wondering if Mind has his up yet or not. They haven't looked at Mind's base in a while here, so it's really hard to tell. Some more SCVs trying to spot but being destroyed. And both guys are going to have their third expansions up and running in no time. And I think that Mind actually might be thinking about taking another expansion here. I saw him sending down an SCV, but it could just be for scouting around the map. There's the dropship out for Hwasin. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Maybe going back to pick up a unit or two. And Mind is moving into position near his third base here. Going to try to defend that against any potential drops. I think that is very smart on his part. But Hwasin is coming around here now with his dropship. I'm not sure what he has in it. Could have 2 tanks. He could have a tank and something else. I'm sure there's 1 tank in it. And Wasson is doing a pretty good job holding the middle right now. He's putting a new expansion down here, actually. And Mind is moving in right now. I think he's going to force Hwasin to cancel this. So Hwasin's going to lose some minerals in this little investment. But that's okay. If he can move in and take out this force, I think that would even things up a little bit. Since he has a couple of dropships out here already, he could just drop on that force and take them out. But it looks like he's going for a drop on one of Mind's new expansions, going to try to even up this economic loss. Could be very, very effective because I don't think Mind has anything here to defend this off against. Mind is forced to get his command center out of there. But it looks like his scan is going to go down before everything is said and done. Wasson is inching forward a little bit, getting a nice line of tanks there on the map. I don't think Mind is going to be able to move forward as well, and it looks like Mind carelessly losing a tank there. He's going to have to be very, very careful with that gigantic line of tanks down the map for Hwasin. Finally, Mind moving in with his tanks, going to try to defend off here. Tank battles here, but in the meantime, Mind is not mining from that third base, and Hwasin has been mining comfortably from his bases right now, and he's putting down another one again. So this could swing the game economically into Hwasin's favor here. It looks like he's going in for another drop. So that early starport is definitely working in Hwasin's favor right now, I think. I'm wondering where he's going to drop this time, if he's going to finally try to take out that third command center or not. Let's see. This dropship's still flying around the map. Looks like Hwasin is trying to go in here and get rid of these siege tanks. Doing a good job of that. But Mind is moving in with a very large force. He's got Goliaths too, so those Goliaths are going to draw the tank fire and be able to do a lot of damage to those tanks. Okay, here comes more dropships from Hwasin. Hwasin coming in here, and he's going to try to take out this expansion, new expansion from Mind. And it looks like it's going to work here. I thought that was Hwasin rebuilding his command center down there, but I was wrong. Mind was trying to take the spot there, which is I don't think was a great idea since he was behind the enemy lines there. He was behind that gigantic wall of tanks there in the middle. But we'll see what happens here. The starport is no longer pumping for Hwasin. And Mind being forced to lift another command center. I think this is putting Mind very far behind economically speaking. And I don't see any dropships out here for Mind. Mind, I think, is still devoting himself to Goliaths in a ground force here. He's putting a lot of turrets around the map, just trying to stop drops from happening. But just look at all these dropships from Hwasin. And now Hwasin scans, so he's definitely going to go in with just one dropship chasing the other dropship. So it looks like Mind finally has his other dropships out. Koreans looking very, very antsy. Oh man, all of the tanks going down here for Hwasin. So Hwasin lost his entire force in that attack. And I think it was a little bit careless on Hwasin's part. Mind did a great job. Look at all those tanks. He had all of those tanks there to defend. And I think Hwasin just underestimated the army of Mind there. That could really cost Hwasin the game, losing that many forces. Excuse me. And let's see what happens here. Wasson is trying to take that 6 o'clock. I wonder if that 6 o'clock will ever go up. It's been stopped twice by both players, so it's hard to tell. Hwasin still has the middle, so he's got that working for him. And he still has a bunch of dropships running around here. But, oh, the Goliaths might take out that... No, it looks like not enough Goliaths here to really get the job done. Whoa, it looks like Mind has a huge force. I'm not sure where he got this force from, but he's going to drop on all these siege tanks, going to try to take these tanks out. Ooh, doing a good job. Mind is slowly fighting his way back in this game. I thought he was doomed there when he stopped production, stopped mining from that third base, but it looks like he's doing just fine. Just Mind's standard play shines through in almost all of his matches. Mind, I think his name is a little bit, well... He's not the brainiest guy ever. I haven't seen his strategies and say, wow, that's a great strategy, but he is just, I think his name should be Semantics, because his semantics are just spot on when it comes to all of his matches.